Hey everyone, Lone Wolf Jedi here, and welcome to another one of my rants. I was gonna rant about how Ray William Johnson is now the number one most subscribed person. Everyone's already done that. This one is a rant that's gonna be hitting a little bit more close to me. Now, for those who don't know, I am a baseball fan, and my favorite team is the Los Angeles Dodgers. In case you don't know the news, been living under a rock this past few months. The owner of the Dodgers, Frank McCourt, divorced his wife. And basically, the court allowed Frank McCourt sole ownership of the Dodgers. Now here's the thing. Because of this whole bullshit that's happening, the league stepped in and took control of the team. And they filed for bankruptcy. Or they've actually borrowed some money. He's actually borrowed some money so he can make payroll. I'm like thinking, Mr. McCourt, dude, this is not gonna be happening. This only prolongs the inevitable. You need to sell the team and sell the team now before Bud Selig takes the team from you, and we Dodger fans run your ass out of LA. Seriously. The league has stepped in multiple times in the past. They stepped in when Montreal had its problems, and right now there's no such team in Montreal. They moved the team to DC. They're now the Washington Nationals, and the other time they stepped in and took the team was Texas with the Texas Rangers. And look what happened to them. They were bought by one of the people that bought them was probably, in my opinion, the best pitcher in the history of baseball. One of their former players, Nolan Ryan. And in my opinion, it's always good to have either a fan, someone who knows sports, or someone who knows the sport when it comes to an owner of a team. Now I've heard various rumors throughout that cover all those areas. Sorry about that. The first rumor is that Mark Cuban, owner of the NBA champion Dallas Mavericks, he expressed interest in buying the team. However, due to the fact that he could see that the team would need at least 20 years to get back to the way it used to be, he decided to say no. Another one that I've heard is that two former players of the Dodgers, Oral Hershiser and Steve Garvey, they had expressed interest in buying the team. Now, that is another thing. Like I said, players, guys who played it, I think that is a good idea. I have not heard about anything that's going on with that, but all I know is that Mr. McCourt does not want to sell the team. Yeah, it's going to end up going to a point where they're going to take it from him. The third and final option, I would love to have this happen. Let the fans own the team. Now, hear me out here. Basically, the league takes the team from the owner, and the owner ends up selling the team to, the league ends up giving the team to, like, say, the city of Los Angeles. The city of Los Angeles says, "Oh, you can buy ownership stake in the team for such and such dollars a share." I remember hearing someone say this, that that if that happens, it would be basically $8 a share per person in the in the city of Los Angeles. Now, that I think, like I said, is a good idea. After all, I know of one sports team that's owned by the fans. That's the Green Bay Packers. And look, and like I said with Texas, look what happened with them. They're the Super Bowl champions. See, if they get the fans to be, um, well, if they get any of these to happen, Mark Cuban, Hershiser and Garvey, the fans, then we will be guaranteed that the team will perform. Because we will make sure that there are good players that are gotten. Um, we will develop within our own system, develop players within our own system, and not give them up. Just a whole bunch of stuff. Then there's here's another thing I remember hearing. I heard from one of my coworkers that a local radio station had Frank McCourt on like a sports talk show. Well, people were calling on the show and they were letting Frank McCourt have it. Sell the team, get out of LA, all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, hey, you know what? Good for them, because at least hopefully he can, be pushed to the right direction. Another thing, I remember seeing the game that they had between that they had recently against the Detroit Tigers. First of all, Kershaw pitched his ass off in that one with the full nine, allowed 2 hits, walked 1, struck out 11, and just for added measure, he struck out the side in the 9th inning. Yeah, and I'm like, holy crap! And then I looked at the crowd. I was like, man, this looks like fucking Florida Marlins or Washington Nationals or Montreal Expos when Nationals were in Montreal. This Dodger Stadium was virtually empty. And I also saw a recent game. Same pitcher, Kershaw, and he was going up against Jared Weaver when they were facing the LA Angels. The Dodger Stadium, was empty, and people of the game were all like, if it wasn't for such and such, wasn't for this or that, I wouldn't have come. And that is exactly how they felt. It's because of the fact that Frank McCourt is pulling this shit. He doesn't want to sell a team. He's prolonging the inevitable. He's going to have to sell the team. And I feel that if he doesn't sell the team, C-League will come in and C-League will come in and have the league take it from him, and basically we here in LA, we will be like, see ya, get the fuck out of here, do not come back. Well, thank you for listening to my little rambling here about this situation here. And as always, this is Lone Wolf Jess, and thank you for watching. I'll see you all next time. Take care of yourselves.
You think you know me?